Hey guys, so recently I had a comment on my blue hair dyeing video by SR Taylor, and she pretty much asked me how to keep vibrant hair color in your hair and how to stop it from bleeding. Now, I don't know how to keep it from bleeding like totally 100%, but I do know how to make it bleed a lot less. Leave the knife inside your body if you get stabbed. It keeps the blood inside. It's like, duh. Murder aside, how to keep hair dye from bleeding out of your hair is actually kind of simple. You just gotta change a couple things in your everyday life. And I have 8 different points pretty much to help with that. So the first tip is to use products that are specifically made to help your hair dye from fading out. Because what most people use on YouTube are actually pure pigment dyes, which pretty much means you are just staining your hair with hair dye. There's no chemical bond to keep the hair dye to the hair like there is with like professional. You have to use developer or peroxide to like get the color going, you know? So with pure pigment dyes, there are a couple products. They're like 20 bucks, but for example, there's the Pravana Neo Color Lock Leave-In Protectant Mouthful, and also Nexus has a color assurance primer, and so you would either put them on before or after your hair color, and they're supposed to keep it in all nice and snug to your hair strand. The second tip is to use a color safe shampoo. They're made to be color safe. Well, probably not completely, but like they don't have all the chemicals that regular shampoos have, like silicone. Just avoid any shampoo that has silicone in it or like a lot of chemicals in it, because they strip your hair of not only moisture but your hair color, you know. So just stick with like color safe. I know Shea Moisture always says it's color safe. Probably Carol's Daughter is pretty good. I know Tresemme probably has one as well. Just like, you know, look for the ones that say no silicone, because those will definitely help. Speaking of washing your hair, make sure whenever you wash your hair, you are using cold water. I am not about that lifestyle, so my hair kind of bleeds a lot. But you know, I don't like being cold, so that's not gonna be something that I do. Okay then.
For those of you who do not know, cold water helps close your hair shafts and warm water opens them. So if you're using warm water and it opens up your hair, all the hair dye that is inside of your hair kind of like bleeds out. Duh. That's what this video is about. So use cold water to help close it.
But if you are like me and cold is not a place you want to be, I made it rhyme. I made it. But if it's not something that you are into, being cold, there are 2 other ways to help you keep your hair color without the coldness. The first one is a dry shampoo, like this one. This one is by Argan Oil, one and only, and I got it for free at Sally's because I spent too much money. So, you know, yeah, you just put dry shampoo and it's supposed to help get all the oils out and everything like that without having to put water in your hair. And basically water is the thing that's making your hair bleed. So, you know, blame water, 2K16. The second way is to add your hair dye, your extra hair dye, to your conditioner. Either a white conditioner or one that is a similar color to the hair that you have going on. Mine is peach color. I just added more pink to it. So like on here it's just straight up orange, but I promise you, check out my Instagram, dude. I promise you it has some pink to it. I 100% promise. But yeah, you're going to add your extra hair dye to your white conditioner or the conditioner of a similar color. Personally, I like to add it to my deep conditioner because I sit with my deep conditioner on for about 45 minutes, and like the last 15 minutes of that I sit under a hooded dryer. So I think it helps the hair dye stick to my hair better. So that's what I like to do. Now, as far as it bleeding onto your clothes and your pillowcase and everything that has moisture that you were talking about, Miss Taylor, definitely have, I don't really have a way to prevent it. I just have a way to like deal with it. Like definitely have a designated pillow, you know, have a designated pillowcase with a pillow. Personally, I use a silk pillowcase, so like my hair doesn't get all dried out from the cotton. And I got this from Walmart, by the way. And that did help a lot, except when I had red in my hair. So yeah, like when I had red in my hair, this is a different pillow, but like you see all that, it's still stained, and I had red like a while ago. So yeah, get a designated pillowcase for like your pillows or your sheets and everything. If you have like really bright colors, like get them like maybe the same color so that they don't show as badly.
And then for clothes, I don't know, get a really good stain removing detergent, definitely, because that has saved my life a lot.
And the last advice that I have is to just try different brands of the pure pigment dyes. Like for me, for example, Manic Panic just bleeds out of my hair. It doesn't matter what color, it leaves. Manic Panic, it panics being in my hair. Like, I don't know what it is. And that is what the red hair dye is. Like, no matter what I do, Manic Panic, it's going to bleed out of my hair. But I have found good Serenity. I think I'm using that right. But anyway, I am in a good place with like Ion Brilliance. Like, that is my go-to right now. So yeah, try different brands, definitely. And just compare and see which one works for your hair better than another brand, because your hair is different than everybody else's hair. So what might work for them might not work for somebody else, or you, I guess. Yeah, words. But yeah, that's all my advice for this video. I know it was really rambly because that's just who I am as a person. But yeah, I hope this really helped like decide how to keep your hair from fading. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Maybe you're diehard or you're just starting to get the bug. Go ahead and just smack the subscribe button, because like I have a whole playlist for hair dyeing videos, which I will also link down below if you are one of those people who are just watching the binge watching of the hair dye videos. I've been there. It's a good time. Don't forget your snacks, because you'll be there for a while. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, and remember to cherish the rainy days, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.